To the world, he was a force of pure physical energy. The rubber faced genius who made billions laugh, turned box office records upside down, and seemed to possess limitless, unstoppable joy. But psychology knows a dangerous truth. The brightest smiles often hide the deepest shadow. Behind the manic energy was a man battling severe clinical depression, haunted by poverty, and trapped in the tragic phenomenon known as the sad clown paradox. This is the story of how Jim Carrey lost himself to make the world laugh, and how he had to destroy his own identity to survive. Jim Carrey did not learn to be funny because he was happy. He learned to be funny because he was terrified. Growing up in Canada, his family faced devastating financial ruin when his father lost his job. The entire family became homeless, living out of a yellow box wagon van. To make matters worse, his mother was chronically ill and suffered from severe pain. A young Jim Carrey realized that if he could make his mother laugh, she would momentarily forget her agony. Humor became his defense mechanism, a tool forged in desperation to fix a broken world around him. Driven by a desperate need to escape poverty, he famously wrote himself a check for $10 million for service rendered, keeping it in his wallet while broke. 10 years later, he got paid $10 million for Dumb and Dumber. He had conquered Hollywood, but the prize was not what he expected. By the late 1990 years, Jim Carrey was the biggest movie star on the planet. But as the money rolled in and the world applauded, an intense inner darkness consumed him. Psychology defines the sad clown paradox as a state where performers use comedy as a shield to mask severe underlying depression and trauma. Carey admitted to talking project for years just to function. The character, Jim Carrey, the energetic, hyperactive icon, was eating the human being alive. During the filming of Man on the Moon, he lost himself entirely in the character of Henry Kaufman. He realized that Jim Carrey was just an act he performed for others. He began asking himself a terrifying question. If I am not this funny guy, who am I? Instead of letting the depression destroy him, Carrey took a step that shocked Hollywood. He walked away from the limelight. He put down the script, picked up paintbrush, and retreated into art and philosophy. He developed a profound realization about human ego and fame. He publicly declared that Jim Carrey was a character. He no longer feels obligated to play every day. He stepped away from the desperate need for public approval and chose inner peace over external fame. The psychological lesson Jim Carrey leaves us with is transformative. Fame, money, and success cannot heal an unhealed mind. True freedom comes when you stop performing for the world and have the courage to step out from behind the mask. Are you living for yourself or are you wearing a mask for others? Drop your thought in the comments below. Hit subscribe for more deep psychological breakdowns. And we will see you in the next chapter.